Alright, let's talk about Algeria. Picture a map of Africa. You see that big country at the top, just chilling by the Mediterranean Sea? That's it. It's the largest country in Africa, which is already a fun fact to drop at a party. You think you know big? Algeria is like, hold my mint tea. It's got this massive coastline, beautiful beaches, and then, boom, the Sahara Desert. We're talking about a country that is over 80% desert. It's like nature decided to put a beach resort right next to the world's biggest sandpit. It's a place of stunning contrasts, where you can be looking at Roman ruins one minute and then staring out at an endless sea of sand dunes the next. It's a real-life geography lesson that just keeps on giving. Now, this giant sandpit isn't just for show. Underneath all that sand is where Algeria keeps its treasure. I'm talking about oil and natural gas. So much of it, in fact, that the country is a major player in the global energy market. Think of it like this. While other countries are stressing about their credit card bills, Algeria has paid off its entire tab. It has zero external debt. Zero. That's like finishing a massive family dinner and finding out your rich uncle already paid for everyone. It's a level of financial freedom most nations can only dream of. This wealth from below the ground makes Algeria a powerhouse, a country sitting on a literal gold mine of black gold. But the wealth doesn't stop with fossil fuels. Algeria has another, sweeter secret. It's one of the world's top exporters of dates. Yes, dates. The fruit, not the awkward romantic kind. They grow over 18 different varieties, and the Deglet Nour, or date of light, is so famous it's basically a celebrity in the fruit world. It's translucent, honey-like, and probably has its own agent. So while the world focuses on the oil, Algerians are also quietly cornering the market on one of nature's best sweets. It's an agricultural flex that most people completely miss, a reminder that the richness of this land isn't just buried deep underground, but also grows on its millions of palm trees. This mix of desert, sea, oil and dates creates the first layer of Algeria's fascinating character. It's a country that defies easy labels. It's Mediterranean, it's African, it's Arab, it's Amazigh, Berber. It has ancient history baked into its soil and a futuristic energy industry humming beneath it. You can't just put Algeria in a box. It would need a very, very large box, probably with some air holes and a label that says, "Warning, contains paradoxes." This complexity is what makes it so intriguing. It's a nation that has it all, from sun-kissed coasts to Saharan mysteries, and this geographical and economic cocktail is just the beginning of its story. So, we've established that Algeria as a country is rolling in dough. No debt, plenty of energy exports. It sounds like a dream, right? Well, this is where the story gets a little complicated. It's a classic case of it's complicated on a national scale. While the state itself is wealthy, that wealth doesn't always seem to trickle down to the average person on the street. You have this massive national bank account, but many regular Algerians are still dealing with low wages and a serious lack of jobs, especially for the youth. It's like your dad winning the lottery, but still giving you the same 5 quid for pocket money he gave you 10 years ago. This creates a massive paradox that you can feel just by walking around. On one hand, you see the signs of a modern, developing nation. New infrastructure, shiny buildings, and a sense of national pride. The government subsidizes everything from bread to petrol, making basic necessities incredibly cheap. But on the other hand, you hear the frustrations of young, educated people who can't find work that matches their skills. There's a disconnect between the country's balance sheet and the wallet of the average citizen. It's a riddle that everyone is trying to solve. If the country is so rich, why isn't everyone feeling it? The situation has led to a unique social dynamic. People are incredibly resourceful, often working multiple informal jobs, the débrouillardise system, which basically means the art of getting by. It's a culture of hustling, not in a flashy big city way, but in a practical day-to-day survival way. Everyone seems to have a side gig, whether it's selling things from the boot of their car or offering a service on the side. It's a testament to the resilience and creativity of the Algerian people, who have learned to build their own economic safety nets when the official one feels a bit shaky. This gap between state wealth and personal income is one of the central tensions in modern Algeria. It fuels conversations in cafes, debates within families, and a general sense of wanting more. People see the potential of their country. They know about the oil and gas money, and they are rightly asking for their slice of the pie. It's not about greed. It's about opportunity and the desire for a future that reflects the immense natural wealth of their homeland. This economic paradox isn't just a statistic, it's a lived reality for millions of Algerians every single day. Now, let's dive into the social fabric, because this is where Algeria gets even more interesting. You can't talk about Algerian society with a single brushstroke, especially when it comes to women. In fact, there are almost 3 different realities happening at once. In the big cities like Algiers, you'll find that women are a dominant force in higher education and many professional fields. They are doctors, lawyers, and academics, often outnumbering men in universities. Urban women are navigating the modern world, balancing careers and tradition in a way that is both impressive and complex, pushing boundaries and reshaping societal norms from within. Then, you travel to the more traditional rural areas and the picture changes. Here, life is often more conservative, and the roles for women are more closely tied to family and the home. The community structure is paramount, and traditions hold a much stronger grip. It's not necessarily better or worse. It's just a different world governed by a different set of social rules and expectations. A woman's influence might be more concentrated within the family unit, but it is no less powerful. It's a reminder that a country as vast as Algeria doesn't have one single culture, but a mosaic of many. And then, for the grand finale, you go deep into the Sahara, and you meet the Tuareg people. And here, everything you thought you knew gets flipped on its head. In Tuareg society, it's the men who are veiled, not the women. They are known as the blue men of the desert because of the indigo dye from their veils, which stains their skin. Women, on the other hand, own the property, hold the social power, and have the freedom to choose their partners. It's a matriarchal society, hiding in plain sight in the middle of the world's biggest desert. It's an incredible, mind-bending contrast to the rest of the country. This brings us to another fascinating Algerian paradox: the attitude towards work. There's a common saying that warns against working too much, suggesting it can make you ill. This isn't about being lazy, it's about a different philosophy of life. The hustle is for survival, but the goal isn't to become a workaholic. Life is meant to be lived, to be enjoyed with family and friends. There's a deep appreciation for leisure, for taking the time to drink a coffee, to talk, to just be. In a world obsessed with productivity and burnout, this Algerian wisdom might just be the healthiest perspective of all. If you want to understand where Algerian society truly connects, you have to go to the hammam. The traditional steam bath is so much more than just a place to get clean. It's the social heart of the community, a cultural institution that has been around for centuries. For a small fee, you get a bucket, a scoop, and access to a steamy, tiled world where the outside world melts away. It's a place of ritual, of relaxation, and most importantly, of connection. It's the original social network, but with more steam and less scrolling. There are separate hammams for men and women, each a unique universe of its own. For men, the hammam is a place to unwind, to talk business, politics, or football, away from the pressures of daily life. It's a great equalizer. Inside, a CEO might be scrubbing his back next to a taxi driver. All the external markers of status are left in the locker room. It's a space of raw, honest conversation and shared vulnerability. Friendships are forged, deals are informally struck, and the stresses of the week are scrubbed away with a rough exfoliating mitt called a kessa. It's a weekly ritual that is as much about mental and social cleansing as it is about physical hygiene. For women, the hammam is an even more vital social hub. It's one of the few women-only spaces where they can gather freely, away from the male gaze. It's a place for celebration, where pre-wedding rituals take place, and for everyday life, where mothers, daughters, and friends catch up. News is exchanged, advice is given, and secrets are shared. It's a sanctuary of female solidarity, filled with the sounds of laughter, chatter, and splashing water. In the hammam, women aren't just washing, they are reinforcing bonds, supporting each other, and running an informal, powerful social network that holds the community together. Ultimately, these paradoxes are what make Algeria, Algeria. It's a country that is simultaneously rich and struggling, modern and ancient, conservative and progressive. It's a place where women can be veiled university professors or unveiled desert queens, and where working too hard is seen as a health risk. This isn't a sign of a confused identity, it's the sign of a deeply complex and layered one. Algeria doesn't give you easy answers. Instead, it invites you to sit down, have some mint tea, maybe visit a hammam, and appreciate the beautiful, fascinating puzzle that it is.